Everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Stack Guns Do They Work. Now, if you follow me on the channel, I don't own a stack gun in my studio, but when I come into the body shop, we've got stack guns here. Now, these aren't cheap, guys. These are around £2,000 for these. When I first started here, we was painting, we didn't have a stack gun in the body shop, and a lot of the work was coming out like very dirty. When you've got your denibbing in your clear coat at the end of the day, loads of particles and dust would land in these. Now, these are absolute static magnets because these are full fiberglass. So when you panel wipe these down, we wash these down in water-based degreaser, bring them into the booth, and we used to just blow these off and paint them. But now we go through a process of using a stack gun, and it seems to really help getting clean work in the booths when you're using fiberglass or anything like plastic car bumpers and things like that, any trims or anything like that. Static is like formed and caused when you're like wiping your panels down excessively. That point of contact between you and the panel all the time, when you're cleaning it using degreasers and then you're tack ragging it, it's good to go in with one of these. Now, in my eyes, they're really expensive for what they are, for the technology that it actually is. It's not exactly sort of rocket science. They're like £2,000. To have one of these in the studio, would I do it? I couldn't afford it, I honestly couldn't. But in a body shop environment where you're churning out loads and loads of work, it's an absolute godsend, guys, these. Now, these just link up to your airline. You press the trigger in, and it just blows out like you're using a blower, and you just go over your panel and it sends a charge out and takes the static out of what you're working on. It works really good on plastics and fiberglass. You can also use it on body panels and things like that. So I'll stick on the cap cam, just give you a little buzz round with the stack gun, and we'll round this video up. I'll see you in a minute. It will be noisy, but this is what you have to do. Just aim the stack gun sort of like, I go about 8-9 inches away. And just use it like you'd be using a spray gun. So that's what you do on these panels. You would go round and you would stack gun these down before you put any colour down. Another thing that helps with a stack gun as well, if you're using metallics, if you've got a lot of static in the panel, when you drop your metallics down, they can lay down funny, but when you take the static out of the panel, you'll find and you'll see that your colours, any metallics, will lay down a lot better and a lot cleaner as well. So there are benefits to these gun, guys, and they do work. Yes, they're expensive. There are cheaper options. I'm going to try and find a cheaper option for the studio, just so when I do little panels and things, I can get as clean a work as I can. So that's a stack gun. It does work. It's well worth having one if you're in this sort of industry where you're in the body shop, where you're doing like mass production of cars and things. You probably actually own one in there anyway. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.